Welcome to World Buzz Bulletin. In a move that has sparked immediate international condemnation, Israeli demolition teams have begun dismantling the headquarters of UNRWA, the United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, in occupied East Jerusalem. Heavily guarded by security forces, bulldozers arrived at the site early this morning to commence work on the sprawling compound. The Israeli government maintains that the land is state-owned and that the agency's lease has expired, while simultaneously pushing a broader legislative effort to designate the UN body as a terrorist organization. The demolition marks a significant escalation in the long-standing friction between Israel and the UN agency. Israel has frequently accused UNRWA of being deeply infiltrated by Hamas, alleging that its facilities have been used for militant activities, a claim that intensified following the October 7th attacks. UNRWA has vehemently denied these allegations, asserting that its premises are protected under international law, and that the loss of this headquarters will catastrophically hinder its ability to provide essential education, health, and social services to millions of Palestinian refugees. The primary points of contention in this unfolding crisis include the sovereign land dispute. Israeli authorities argue that the Malat Dufna site belongs to the state and that UNRWA has no legal right to remain. Plans are already reportedly in motion to replace the compound with luxury housing and commercial units. Allegations of infiltration. While UNRWA acknowledged that 9 staff members were dismissed for potential involvement in the October 7th attacks, it maintains that Israel has failed to provide evidence of broader systemic collusion with Hamas. Violations of international law. The United Nations has warned that the seizure and destruction of its property is a flagrant violation of the 1946 Convention on the Privileges and Immunities of the United Nations, setting a dangerous precedent for international diplomacy. The demolition has triggered an emergency session at the UN, where several member states have called for immediate sanctions or diplomatic consequences for the move. However, within Israel, the action is being celebrated by nationalist factions who view the agency as an obstacle to peace and a vestige of a failed refugee policy. As the walls of the compound begin to fall, the future of UNRWA's operations in Jerusalem remains perilously uncertain, leaving thousands of Palestinian families who rely on the agency's services in a state of deep anxiety. Thank you for watching World Buzz Bulletin.